Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel. Today I am really excited to bring you the first of a series of videos that I hope will continue for a long time. And if you watched, I think one of my recent videos, one of my last hauls, I talked about how my channel is going to be adjusting a little bit, how my reselling business is going to be adjusting a little bit. So first of all, you've probably noticed that I am back to uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that is a very doable amount for me. I do have a lot of things going on in my life, a lot of different smaller things that add up to be a lot of big things, I guess. But I feel good about the 3 days a week because what I want to do every single Wednesday is share the thrift haul from that week. So everything that I thrifted the week before, you're seeing it. And if you've watched me for a while, you know that I've done a lot of thredUP hauls. I get a lot of those thredUP rescue boxes, and that is kind of like the majority of my inventory that I use for my reselling business. And I really only went to the thrift store like maybe twice a month in the past. So really not that often at all. Like I said, a lot of my inventory was coming from different rescue boxes. But after kind of looking at my stats a little bit, really seeing what was selling and what I was excited and not excited to list, I've really found that the stuff that I choose for myself is the stuff that does the best, and it's definitely the stuff that I am most excited to list. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna do thredUP boxes anymore. I think that they are a great deal, and I am actually a thredUP ambassador, which is fantastic because I actually get $50 in credit every single month from them just for doing an Instagram post. So if you're ever interested in applying for that as well, I will have that link down below. I think it is great for all of us who buy lots of thredUP boxes. $50 can really go a long way. So anyway, I'll pretty much only get the thredUP boxes about once a month. Also, geez, I didn't even realize I have like a heat rash going on. Sorry about that. It will go away hopefully. But anyway, so I plan on going thrifting really 2 to 3 times a week. I'm hoping to bring in between 40 and 60 items every week. I still do have things in my death pile, so that's why I'm okay with like more of that 40 mark, at least for the near future, because I do like to list around 50 to 60 things every week, definitely more like 60. So the thrift stores that I will be primarily going to, I will be showing you in these videos, is from my local Goodwill, which I really like, as well as another local store to me. It's only about 15 minutes from my house, so that's really nice. I just went there for the first time last week. I really liked it because they do price their items up. They're all priced individually, more like Plato's prices, honestly, but they do have discounts every single day, different discounts. And there's one day a week where they choose a color tag, and everything that is originally $12 or under, that's that color tag, becomes $1. So with that becomes a lot of competition, I will say. Usually when I go to Goodwill, there's really no one else that's like clearly a reseller, and definitely really like no aggression or anything like that at Goodwill. But at this place on the $1 day, it got a little nuts. There were people just putting anything that was $1 into their cart. I swear they weren't even really looking at it. Carts were stacked really high. It just was different than I'm used to. I'm definitely like a leisurely thrifter for the most part. So that is the big con, but that $1 price tag is amazing. And thankfully I was able to get quite a few things from that dollar day. So I ended up spending $47 at that local store and $34 at my Goodwill. I got 42 items, so when you break that down, my cost of goods per item ended up being only $1.93. So that's fantastic because usually when I do Goodwill hauls, it's more like $4 and some change. So going to this $1 sale will really make a difference for me and my reselling business. Okay, so that was quite a long intro. I promise every single one won't be that way. But yeah, every week I will be shopping at these stores and hopefully keeping my cost of goods $2 or less. That would be amazing. And how I'll do this too is how a lot of other YouTube resellers do it. They just start with like shoes and accessories and then move into the clothing. So I will do that as well. I didn't get any shoes this week, just didn't really find any that I thought were good price. And I only have one accessory and I'm pretty excited about it. It is this super cozy leopard print scarf, but it's like kind of pink leopard print. And I don't know if you can really tell the texture on screen, but it is extremely cozy. And this is in great shape too, and it's from a brand called CC. So that is what that tag looks like. And when I looked more into it, leopard on leopard, we love it. When I looked more into this brand, I saw that it is sold at Buckle. And not for like a crazy amount or anything, I think like $30, but this is really soft, it's in great shape, and I actually already have quite a bit of interest on it, so I was happy to pick this up. Okay, and I will warn you, there's a lot of bread and butter in this haul, but I thought everything was worth getting, and I'll kind of talk more about that as I go along. But first of all, this is the first of at least a few of this brand. I've got an American Eagle, kind of smocked, very peasant looking, almost like fall florals, I would say, lots of those brown tones. And this is a size medium, and the American Eagle pieces that I'll be showing you today, they were all only $1. And so I think paying only $1 for solid American Eagle pieces is fantastic. I'm not worried about making my money back at all. A lot of times American Eagle doesn't flip for a lot, but it is a pretty consistent seller for me. Might take a few months, but pretty much all my stuff will sell. But with that being said, I will basically only pick up American Eagle if it is the newer tag. So I'll share that tag with you for this first one. Okay, hopefully you can see that. That's like the best I can do, but all of the pieces from American Eagle will have that newer tag today. Okay, now here's kind of a bummer. This will probably happen every single week. There will always be one item, I'm just imagining, hopefully not. I am getting better about this, but there will probably be one item every week that I kind of regret getting slash missed a big flaw or something on it. And this is the one of this haul. We'll just get it over with quick. So I was really excited to find this. I got this at Goodwill. So unfortunately I did pay $4 for this. But I was really excited because it's soft surroundings, it's a size 1X, it's 100% cotton, really pretty white with the blue florals. I think this is gorgeous. What I failed to see though, because I was so adamantly searching for a stain, which I didn't find because there is none, but I missed the fact that the lining is missing and there is a button missing. I think it's like down here. There is a button missing, and that is pretty obvious when you look at it buttoned up, but it wasn't buttoned up when I found it. And I did the really bad thing of just assuming all the buttons were there. And you know what they say about assuming. So I did still list this. I didn't try to replace the button or anything. I just listed it pretty low at only $15. This is something I probably would have listed at about $35 if it was in pristine condition. So hopefully I'll just get rid of it, still make some money on it. But lesson learned with this one, I need to look a little more carefully at buttons sometimes. But on the other hand, we'll go to one that is really exciting. I got this for $1 at this local store. And at first I kind of was like, oh, it's new with tags, that's cool. But it's this cold shoulder, which is pretty much out of style at this point. But I took a second look because it is new with tags, and it's from a brand called Creatures of Comfort New York, and I was very shocked by the price tag. So if you can see there, it says $310. And then I looked a little bit more closely and saw that this is actually 50% wool as well. And it really was very chaotic at this store, so I didn't really have a chance to check comps or anything, so that's kind of the bad thing about going to this store as well. It's just a little bit too nuts for that. But I said for $1, new with tags, 50% wool, I'll just go with it and look it up later. And this brand, Creatures of Comfort, I think it was started in 2005 in Los Angeles, but it actually stopped making clothing in 2017. And so there are people that specifically will look for this brand. And thankfully too, I was able to find a stock photo for this piece because it's just really hard to make like cold shoulder tops look good on a hanger, and I don't have a mannequin yet. And I saw that there was someone that had the gray version of this, and they had it listed for $70, which I was planning on listing this for like $35 just because it is kind of a more obscure brand. But yeah, this person had it listed for $70 and they had like 15 likes on it. So I did just go ahead and list this for $70, and we'll see what happens. So sometimes those random brands can be worth it, especially when you can use keywords like 50% wool and things like that. Now for something a lot more basic, this will hopefully be a pretty quick flip for me. These are just Gap Fit athletic shorts, but I was able to use the keyword 4th of July, which will be here before we know it, because there's lots of like subtle stars on there. And this is a pair of shorts that really is just in fantastic condition. It's a size small. I really just like this color too, very nice. Some more shorts. So these are Old Navy, which I pretty much would never pick up Old Navy anymore. Most of the time it's not worth it. So these are new with tags. They are also a linen blend. They're the everyday short mid-rise, which I actually just sold another version of their everyday short that wasn't linen for like 15 bucks that I got from a ThredUp rescue box. But this is also a really great length. They have a good inseam that I think a lot of people are looking for, just basic shorts like these. And even better yet, they are a size 12. So that's one of my fastest moving sizes for pants, like 12 to 14 to 16 really move super well for me. So even though it is just Old Navy, definitely not a high retail or resale value brand, these shorts had so many things going for it. I picked it up for $1. I think it'll be worth it. Okay, I did only find a couple pairs of jeans. They were pretty picked over when I went to both stores, and they are smaller sizes, so that's kind of the bad thing. But I haven't really picked up small sizes in jeans for a while, so we'll see how it goes. But these are just a great, very desirable kind of jean from Wild Fable, which is a Target line, but it's a pretty popular Target line. And these are high-waisted, they're great wash, and they do have like the raw frayed hem, and they're in great condition. But Wild Fable can flip for very nearly the same as like American Eagle. Speaking of American Eagle, let's do some more pieces from them. So again, newer tag, very cozy sweater. There were a lot of people at that local store to me where I got a lot of stuff for $1. They were kind of all in like the tanks and blouse section. And so I kind of just avoided that and went over to the sweaters, but I was focusing on getting sweaters that I thought would still be good for spring, especially because I do live in Ohio. There's a lot of people who live in a lot colder climates than me in the US, and winter lasts a lot of times until like April to mid-April. So I think people are still looking for sweaters as long as they are more spring looking. And these sweaters for me from American Eagle often will sell between $20 and $30 depending. And this is a size medium. Another American Eagle sweater. This one has a lot of attention already. And I can see why, because I think it's really cute and there's a cute stock photo. So yeah, American Eagle, another size medium. It's like a striped navy and white, kind of cropped Henley style sweater. So it's got those 3 buttons there, kind of like a boyfriend looking style of sweater. I think a lot of people just really like this look with some high-waisted jeans. This one did get a lot of attention pretty quickly. And talking about a lot of attention quickly, I'll show you the one thing that has sold so far. And I'm not someone that like often has my pieces sell within a day or two, but this piece did sell in 2 days, and I was so excited about it because I thought this piece was awesome, but so many people were not picking it up, and I got this for just $1. So this one, the tag says Disney, like the main tag, but then when you look in the internal tag, it says Primark, I think is how you pronounce it, which I think is a brand from the UK, could be wrong there. But this is an XL. It's an awesome Disney sweater with like a little mock neck. Really cute detail there. There's detail on the sleeves, and it kind of has just a very vintage, almost very unique look, very different than really any Disney sweatshirt sweater that I've ever seen. And I do like that this is about Minnie rather than Mickey, just because I think most stuff is more about Mickey. I like Mickey too, but you know what I mean. There is just like a little bit of extra pilling at the bottom, so that might have been why people were passing it up, but I cleaned it up as best I could, and I disclosed that in the listing, and it still sold within 2 days. So yeah, someone's gonna look super cute in this, like this with some leggings at the park in the spring. Oh my goodness. Here's another like sweatshirt slash sweater, and this one was a little bit of a wild card for me, but when I saw the tag, I decided to just go for it because I did get this one for only $1. So this brand is Woolly Threads, and I was drawn to this tag because it's tacked on in the corners of the tag. So it's tacked here, and it is made in the USA. So even if you're not aware of brands, that is a really good way to kind of get a hint for if something is higher quality. They usually will tack their tags in the corners. And of course, being made in the USA generally means that something is a little bit better, or it's vintage, so that's kind of cool. So this says URI, which is for the University of Rhode Island. So that was the only reason I really was kind of hesitant to pick this up, because I don't know how many people are searching like University of Rhode Island things, but these Woolly Threads like sweater slash sweatshirt things tend to sell for between like $35 and $50. I believe I just listed this at $35 because I want it to just move, you know, as quickly as possible. But yeah, I think for $1, this is a good find. It might just sit for a bit. Here's another pretty decent brand that a lot of people were passing up on because I think they just don't know about it. And this is why too, I am really grateful for ThredUp boxes because there are always brands thrown in there that you've never heard of, so then you're forced to look it up and then you learn a little bit more. So this brand is one of them. I definitely had not heard of it before I got a certain ThredUp box. It is Aqua, so that is what the tag looks like. And there is kind of a line within this Aqua brand too called Aqua Cashmere. That is actually what I was able to find in my ThredUp box, and they do sell a little bit better, of course, because Aqua Cashmere, the pieces that are under that have cashmere in them. But even sweaters like these just under Aqua sell for around $35, so that's what I listed mine at. I'm happy to take like 25 to 30 because it is a more basic piece. But this is a really nice pink color, I think great for spring. It's a little bit oversized, I'd say. This definitely seems pretty big for a large, but I like that it's V-neck. The sleeves have a little bit of interesting detail, nothing like too crazy though. And this is just really, really cozy. It's just polyester, rayon, and spandex, but feels very, very comfy. Okay, so this is amazing too. This brand coming up right now, this has been on my bucket list for a while. I never really thought I would find it. I just thought people around here didn't wear this brand maybe. And this brand is Wooden Ships. So kind of like I was talking about earlier, you can tell quality a lot of times from being tacked on in the corners. And these actually have come untacked on the bottom two corners there, but I don't think anybody really cares about that. So this piece is a really, really pretty gray sweater with the word karma across the front. And these sweaters with like a word across them typically sell for around $50 to $60, so really great pickup, and people were just passing this by because they just didn't know the brand. And this is a size small/medium, it's cotton and acrylic. And the good thing too about this particular piece from Wooden Ships is it's not currently being sold on their site, and there are none in any sizes available on Poshmark right now. So that's always a great thing when you're the only option. And because of that, I do have this listed at $70, but I would be very happy if someone sent me an offer for basically anywhere between $50 and $70. So this one I was really, really excited about. So this haul is, you know, some good brands, but a lot of bread and butter. But that's what I like. I'm happy to make those, honestly, even like $15 to $35 flips, but then every once in a while getting, you know, some $70+ flips, that's very nice as well. Here's another brand that I've never found before that you guys should definitely be on the lookout for. So this is Sundry. It is a size 1, which translates to a small. There is that tag. And yeah, I think a lot of people just didn't really know that this brand was anything special. But I think it's a really pretty kind of like sherbet-esque color. Really great for spring as well. I definitely would pick this up no matter what the season is. And it does have this kind of like interlocking heart detail. So it would have been perfect for Valentine's Day, but that's all right. And the back is plain. The only bad thing about this is it does have a little bit of wash wear. I don't know if you can tell too much. So it's definitely not like in perfect condition, but there are no stains or holes or anything like that. And for pieces like this, it almost works. It just gives it kind of like a worn in, weathered look, which I don't think people really mind too much. Okay, here we've got a new with tags piece. And I thought that this just looks so cozy. I like tops like this because it feels like you're wearing a sweatshirt, like it's super fleecy on the inside, but it looks a little bit nicer. You could wear this with jeans and go out to dinner, honestly. And this is J. Crew Factory, which of course J. Crew Factory is not ideal. J. Crew is pretty decent. J. Crew Collection is really what you want to keep your eye out for because that stuff retails for more like $200 to $300 to plus. If you guys remember from one of my last hauls, I was able to find a really pretty like purple leopard silk top from J. Crew Collection. And yeah, that retailed for like $250. But don't sleep on J. Crew, but the reason I did want to get this is because it is new with tags. It's a size medium, and I definitely think that this will still sell for probably around like $30. And if you happen to not know, the way you can tell if something is factory is if it has those little dots under the name. So the J. Crew normal line would not have those dots under there. All right, here's a piece that I got for $1, so I'm not mad about it, but I don't really expect this to go for too much anymore. So this brand is Spider, and I think that this used to do a bit better than it does now. But even still, if you have like coats or I think snow pants and things like that, you can definitely get, you know, $100+. This is just kind of a very basic fleece. The front is just blue, but the back does have their spider detail there. And this has definitely been worn, you know, it's not in brand new condition or anything. And this probably is a little bit older of a piece. There is that spider tag, just so you guys can be familiar with it if you've never seen it before. And this is a size small. I don't think I was able to find the size tag in here, but definitely measures like a small. But this brand has begun to be sold at like TJ Maxx, and I actually saw some pieces from Spider at Costco the last time I was there. So that definitely does bring down the resale value of the brand a bit. So we'll see what I can get for this. But honestly, this is something that like I would keep for myself or give to my family if it sat for a long time, because it still is a decent piece. All right, some more American Eagle. Hey, if I can find like 5 or so pieces of American Eagle for $1 every time I go, I am happy with that, especially if it is this newer tag. And this I think is really nice for spring. You're seeing a lot of pink stuff. It just kind of worked out that way. But this piece is nice because it is a size extra, extra large. So that's great because a lot of times the American Eagle I find is like a small or medium. And this I think was only from like last year, so very, very recent. It's a cute wrap style where you can cinch the waist, and you could wear this so many different ways. I think this would be super cute over a dress or over a skirt or with jeans, really whatever. Okay, some shorts. And this is another brand that you guys could be on the lookout for. I actually had never heard of this brand before, but you know, the tag just looked a little bit quality to me, so I took a second look. So the brand is Level 99, and I believe that it is sold at Anthropologie sometimes, but they are their own line. They've got their own website and everything. And I was drawn to these initially just because of the fact that they are green with some distressing, and I think that these are mid-rise or they're like a lower high-rise. But these look to be in great shape. Again, like the tag just looked pretty good to me, so I decided to snag them up. But the jeans, especially for this brand, can sell quite well, and the shorts even can sell for around $35. So that's fantastic, flipping a pair of shorts for $35 when you paid $1. All right, here's a brand that I'm sure we all see literally every time we go to the thrift store that I pass up 98% of the time, and that is Coldwater Creek. You know the tag, but there it is. This is a size medium, but I was actually in the line checking out at Goodwill, and this was on like the rack that people put their stuff when they decide they don't want it. And there's actually one more thing that I got from that rack. So literally I got like 20% of the stuff I got from Goodwill as I was waiting in line. But this was just such a substantial piece to me. And to me, this brand could easily have been Anthro, Free People even, like so many different brands could sell a piece like this. It's this nice long line purple cardigan. It has 3-button detail, 2 pockets, and there are so many different colors kind of woven into this piece. I think it's so, so pretty. This would look amazing, I think, just over jeans and a white t-shirt, or this could be layered over a dress. Like you could just wear this so many different ways. So hopefully I'll be able to flip that pretty soon. I am trying to like push my sweaters out the door pretty aggressively at the moment. This is a top from Talbot's, and the reason I got this is because one, it's like very, very substantial. It almost feels like a sweatshirt. Very, very comfortable, very thick, but this is a size 3X, and I always like to pick up good quality pieces that are like 2X, 3X, 4X because they're hard to find. It's hard to find plus size that isn't pretty worn, honestly. But this one looks like it was really maybe never even worn, and it's just a great classic piece. It's black and kind of gray. You could wear it to work, you could wear it with jeans, whatever. And it does have like some nice button detail on the back. They're like a diamond shape, so that's pretty different. And I believe I did get this one just for $1 too. All right, some jeans. These I also listed as like 4th of July holiday type pants because they do have stars all over them. And these are Abercrombie & Fitch, which is very much kind of coming back in style, I guess. Like I feel like Abercrombie was out for a little bit, but I kind of associate them with, you know, American Eagle, Hollister, Express even. But to me, Abercrombie & Fitch is the highest quality, if not at least on par with American Eagle. It's a little bit higher quality than some of the other mall brands. And I know their jeans definitely retail for, you know, $90+, but I really like the wash of these. They are high-waisted. They have the raw hem. They're in great condition. Size 4 is for sure a little bit lower than I like to pick up. I just recently picked up a ton of size 4 in my last haul, but I do have, I think, 5 likes on these already, so I think that they should move pretty quickly. I definitely was not mad to get them. This is kind of a random piece, but I was like, what the heck? So this is Betsy Johnson, and it's actually just like a pajama top. It's all fleece, but honestly, I think you could wear this as a top and no one would really know / care. It's very cute. It is a size medium. It's in fantastic condition and yeah, like extremely comfortable. I thought that the comps would be a little bit better when I bought this. It's probably only gonna sell for maybe like $18, but I'm all right with that. I think it is a really cute piece. All right, here's one that I'm not going to list right now. I have like a holiday bin that I created that if I find anything that's like very specific to a certain season or holiday, I put it in there and I just know to check it like 2 months before that specific time hits. And so this definitely falls into that category. It is a vintage Tantrums denim kind of shacket or shirt, whatever you want to say, 100% cotton. So there is the Tantrums tag, but this feels like it's in great condition. It's super soft and it has all of these like Halloween images, stuff like this. And I feel like if you try to get these kind of pieces when it's actually like that season or it's about to be that season, it's very hard to find them. People scoop them up like crazy. So I'm pretty happy to pick them up much earlier, especially if it's very cheap because it might be going to the landfill and then you can't get it. So yeah, I was happy to get that, but it won't be listed for a while unless comment down below. If you want me to list it and you want to buy it quick, that's totally fine with me. Some more Old Navy, but I did actually get these for Ryan. They are some sweat shorts. They were only $1. I think that these are kind of just great to have. He's a big lounger like me. We wear a lot of comfy pieces like these. So yeah, I just got that for him. Okay, sorry I'm talking so much, but I feel the need to explain my purchases. And this is definitely one. So this brand is Jouy, I think is how you say it, Jouy, the Jouy tag. And this is one of those brands that definitely retails for quite a bit, but you have to be a little bit careful when you pick it up for resale. It's definitely not a brand I would probably even spend like $4 on unless it was a super substantial piece. This was one that I got for $1. I came home, I was thinking this is a tank, right? It just looks a little bit like a longer tank. And I came home, I was looking for stock photos, and the stock photos showed that this is actually a dress. And oh, I think I forgot to say that this is 100% silk as well. Yeah, this is 100% silk, so that was another reason I was pretty happy to pick it up. Very cute for spring. But anyway, I don't think that this is long enough to be a dress. Or wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just like a really mini dress. I don't know. I'll try this on for the stock photos probably just to show if it did get a little bit shrunk or it really is just a small dress. I'm not quite sure. But this I think is really pretty. This is an example of a Jouy piece I would pick up, but there's definitely a lot of their pieces that I would not. So sometimes if you find a certain brand like Wooden Chips, I'd say, I would pick up basically everything from that brand unless it's damaged. But yeah, certain brands, there has to be several factors going for it. Ooh, this is the other piece that I got as I was checking out at Goodwill. It actually still has the tag on it. I haven't listed this one yet. I was so excited to find this one because this is like the third piece that's like very good for 4th of July, but it's very good for 4th of July, just summer and spring in general, but it's a very cool vintage piece. And it's overalls, like short overalls. So I think people really like these anyway, but these are Looney Tune overalls and they're white and there are like a couple very subtle marks on here. Honestly, I'll probably just list it as is because they're really not bad at all. But the detail on this, I just think is so cool. And yeah, I mean, look at those stars, perfect for 4th of July. And they have like the little Tweety bird down there. I love finding stuff like this. Like I'm definitely getting a bit pickier with my vintage. I used to pick up basically anything vintage that I liked, but I've learned that other people pretty much like just like very cool vintage pieces or pieces that are like super cottage core, granny core. But this I think will sell no problem. I'm probably gonna get this listed today. It is a size small, but yeah, like look at that cool vintage Looney Tunes tag. I love this. I think that this is awesome. I'll probably list this for maybe 50, honestly. This is a bit of a basic piece, but it's really, really cozy. And I have sold a lot of things like this for around that $25, $30 mark. And this is actually Lou and Gray for loft. So I'm not really sure how the for loft part will affect the sale of this piece. Lou and Gray, I've heard from many different people, is a great brand to sell, especially if you get the stuff that's like really, really soft. I've never sold Lou and Gray before myself, so I can't really speak on that. That's what that tag looks like. Normally, if it's just basic Lou and Gray, it's just that part, and then because it's for loft, that is added on there as well. It's a size small, and this I think is great to wear with leggings because it basically is like wearing a very, very comfortable sweater, sweatshirt thing, but you look more put together, which is always ideal. Being comfortable, but you look like you tried. Another American Eagle. I was super surprised no one snatched this up because I think this is very, very cute. It's a size large, really cute leopard print, and it has like fun ruffle detail there as well. This is one I honestly might borrow before it sells, but I do have it listed already. And I mean, of course, I always hope things move quickly. Elos. Elos is a plus size brand, and I thought that this was so, so pretty for spring. Nice ruffle detail. I like the sleeves on this. I think it's 3/4 sleeves. It's a size 2X. Feels like it's in great shape. No issues or anything. Definitely should move for around 25. Okay, some shorts. These are Altered State. This is my last chance with Altered State. I have so much Altered State in my closet. That was a brand I was like super happy to find when I first started reselling, and they just don't sell for me. I think I've sold maybe one thing, and most of my Altered State is actually new with tags. And it's not like super cheap retail, it's like 60 bucks or so. But these, maybe because they are just shorts and they're distressed and they have like some fun detail and they're a pretty spring color, I'm hoping that these move. But I am very likely going to pull all my Altered State actually from Poshmark and try to sell them on Facebook. I think that will be a little bit better for me. I don't really know why it doesn't sell. Maybe it sells better for other people, but for me, it really doesn't. But these are a size 27. Yeah, I got them for $1, and I figured if these get like no attention like everything else, yeah, I'm just selling them on Facebook. Really cute plus size tank here. This is Ava and Viv. It's a size 1X. It's really cute tank with the ruffle detail. It's got like a tie in the back. Really, really great condition. Probably was worn like one time maybe. Really pretty eyelet detail, I like that. Ava and Viv is just Target, but I mean, Target stuff is not necessarily uber cheap retail. So yeah, this one I'm hoping for like 20, but I would take anywhere from like 15 to 20. Oh my gosh, here is a good find. This is one I did not pick up while waiting in line at Goodwill to check out, but I was walking to check out at Goodwill, and this pattern caught my eye, and then I looked more into it and I was like, yes, let's pick this up. So first of all, here is a better look at it. It is a turtleneck with the leopard print, but then lots of like really pretty kind of like boho purple details on the bottom. So I saw it and then I touched it. Ooh, look at me with the leopard. And it felt amazing. And actually there was a dry cleaner tag like attached to the main tag. So I was like, okay, somebody took care of this piece. Probably good materials if they're getting it dry cleaned. And yeah, sure enough, it is 100% merino wool. It's a size small from this brand called Carlisle Connection, which I had never heard of. And when I got back home and started looking into it, I saw that this probably retailed for at least $400. They sell coats for like $800. It's one of those brands. However, the problem with brands like that is most people have never heard of it. So it can be hard to move things from brands that people have never heard of, even if they're great condition. And so of course I put the name of the brand in the description, but I also used a lot of keywords like leopard print, animal print, bohemian, 100% merino wool, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully people will just find it through those keywords. And of course, just because it retailed for a lot does not mean I'm gonna get anywhere close to that. And honestly, if this was my size, I would probably keep it because it's just such a nice piece. But also, I'm not really willing to get stuff dry cleaned, so there you go. Here's another brand I'm kind of on my last straw with. We'll see how this does. I think that this is a very appealing piece to a lot of people. This is from a brand called Cabby. Cabby is one of those brands that seems to be losing its resale value a little bit. Stay up there. I think maybe a couple years ago, Cabby was like a really, really good brand to pick up. I'm not really sure, I just started reselling pretty much last year, but this is a size small. I think a lot of people really like these like flannel button-ups, and I like this because it has a little ruffle detail on the bottom, so it makes it a little bit more feminine, a little bit more fashionable, and it is really nice kind of like dark colors with the black and the blue and the red in there. So I'm hoping this will do okay. This is, to me, a little bit more desirable of piece than other ones that I have picked up. But yeah, I have not sold any Cabby from my closet yet. I think now I have a total of 3 things in there. Okay, last pair of jeans. We're getting near the end, sorry. I will try to talk faster next time I do this. These are Sanctuary, definitely a pretty decent brand to sell. I think it's often sold at Anthro. Bad thing about these is that they are a size 0/25, but I decided to get them because I got them for $1 and they have these red and white stripes. You know what I'm gonna say. Again, I can use the keyword of 4th of July in there, whatever gets these to sell. And they do have a raw frayed hem as well, so that's very nice. So these will probably sit for a bit, that's all right, but hopefully I'll get around 25 to 30 for them. Okay, here's another Goodwill piece, and I did debate on this one for a while, and this probably won't be listed for a bit for some reasons I'll talk about. But this is an Eileen Fisher piece. Eileen Fisher is definitely a great brand to be on the lookout for. And I have found it in the past, but more just like shirts, like really nothing too desirable. But this is like a straight up kind of lightweight jacket. I think this would be really cute over a white t-shirt and jeans or over a dress. Like this is one of those pieces that could totally be dressed up or down. And this is a size petite large too, so that is fantastic. And it does say made in China of Italian yarn. The internal tag was cut out, so I'm not exactly sure like what the percentages or all that kind of stuff or like what year this was from. I tried to find a stock photo quickly and I wasn't able to find anything, but I'll definitely do some more research. But I think that this is a really, really nice piece, and I was able to get it for only $4. But, you know there's gonna be a but. There are, I don't know if you can tell, but there are some stains right around there. They're not horrendous, like they're not super dark stains or anything, but they are clearly there. So I probably will try to get them out myself, or I might just list it as is, we'll see. I don't know, but I was still happy to pick that up. Okay, back to some more bread and butter. We have Eddie Bauer green shorts, longer inseam, great condition, size 12, got them for $1. Should be able to flip these for at least 20 to 25, maybe even 30. I don't think I've listed these yet actually, but I really like this green color. We're going into hiking season for sure. A lot of people in the South are already looking for their hiking shorts. And these probably were like never really worn. Very good basic pickup for me. Okay, talk about another basic pickup. Talk about another thing that I'll use 4th of July in the keywords. This is a Gap dress. I swear like everybody has this Gap dress, but in case you don't, here it is. And this is Gap, size medium, blue and white stripe, have a little pocket. Just a really great, you know, dress for spring and summer. Put these on with your white tennies. Tennies or sneakers, what do you say? I actually say sneakers. I have no idea why I said tennies. But this for $1 I was happy to get. Ooh, okay, this is one of like my favorite finds. It's hard to rank, but usually it ends up being like the cool vintage. I thought that this is so cool. I'm not sure if this is vintage. It probably is. I couldn't find any stock photos or anything, but I thought that this was so unique. And it's hard to find unique plus size things I've found. So this is Lands' End, which definitely has a following, and this is a size 3X. And it's such a fun novelty print, which a lot of times people just really like their novelty prints. It has like tennis rackets all over it. And this is one I was like, oh, there's probably a stain or something on here. But no, it's really, really in good shape. I think this is just so fun. So yeah, I was very happy about that. Okay, next up we have a Madewell sweater. This is a size medium. This is just like a really basic Madewell sweater. There is some weird like warping thing going on with the pocket here. So I need to throw this in the wash before I list it and see if that works itself out. But even if not, I mean, I should definitely be able to get 20 to 25 for this. Madewell definitely sells a lot better for me than like Anthro and even Free People. Madewell jeans especially, I will pretty much always pick up. Everything's just falling. Madewell's like, don't talk about me. But for a couple dollars or so, like I will pretty much always pick up Madewell in good condition. Okay, 2 more items. This is a Betsy Johnson dress in a size 14, 4th of July. I was not planning this, okay? This is like if you're singing the national anthem at a baseball game on 4th of July, get yourself this Betsy Johnson dress. And this is in great shape. This is probably one of those things that somebody probably got to wear one time to sing the national anthem at a baseball game on the 4th of July. And then they donated it because they didn't need to wear it again. But this is quite a substantial piece, definitely like a bit nicer than that Betsy Johnson fleece that I picked up. So I need to get this listed ASAP. One last piece. This is another brand that I've heard a lot of people say to be on the lookout for. I have only found one piece from them. It was just a basic t-shirt, hasn't sold yet for me, so I can't like say for sure this is a brand to pick up, but yeah, a lot of people have good things to say. And the brand is Logo by Lori Goldstein, and this is exciting, definitely much more exciting than the other piece I found because it is a size large, which I have heard that bigger sizes for Logo by Lori Goldstein do better than smaller, and I think the shirt that I have is like a medium or something, and this is also a dress, and I think I would say this is a midi length dress. Tell me what you guys are reminded of with this dress. This reminds me so much of SpongeBob, but like in the best way. We all like to be reminded of SpongeBob. It just brings me a lot of joy. This dress does have pockets as well. It does have some definition at the waist and just very, very, very comfortable. So I think that this will do quite well. I am excited to list it. Okay guys, that was everything that I picked up from this week's thrift haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I talk so much sometimes. I just feel the need to like explain everything, I guess. But if you want me to talk less and you want me to just kind of show you the items, let me know and I will do that in the future, especially because I do plan on having more than 42 items in the future, more like 50 to 60. But if you did like the video, definitely make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. I will be making videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and every Wednesday will be a haul just like this. Thanks again for watching, tell your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye.